Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Roman Triumph, shall we? This city builder is now out in full release version 1.0. I'm getting a kind of early look, which will post on the release day of full release, so I can check back in on this game. I played it in early access, and it was fun then, and I'm excited to see how it has changed and evolved for 1.0, so let's go with a new game. Alright, I am going to put links down in the description to the Steam page, so you could check this game out, and we can choose a biome. Okay, this is new. I can either be in the Highland Forest or in the desert, which is more difficult. I'd like to be in the forest, please. And this is the World Generation screen. I want to be in the valley, indeed. I'm not really going to change anything. You can see my seed in the bottom left if you want to play along. 72801, let's go. And continue. Alright, choose difficulty. So I can be a Princeps Novitius, but I'm going to go for just normal mode. And here we go. You could do Sandbox. You can do Pax Romana for no attacks. You could do no mythological threats if you don't want, you know, Gorgons and Chimeras and things to attack. But I'm just going to go with normal and see what happens. And the colony. Incompetus Maximus. To the esteemed governor, as our empire stretches its reach, I entrust you with a critical mission. Venture to the outskirts of the empire and establish a settlement on the frontier. Your duty is not only to build and lead, but to protect our citizens from the dangers that lurk beyond. The wild lands are home to more than wandering barbarians, creatures of myth and legend like hydras and other beasts threaten the realm. Fortify your settlement and defend against these looming threats. Lead with wisdom, strength, and vigilance, and may your rule bring safety and prosperity. Farewell and good fortune. Alright, so it says build near small and large rocks and iron ores. Use terrain to your advantage. Ensure you have fertile lands near you to build farms as indicated by the green overlay. Okay, so we have a little quest here to build the castrum, and that's what we're going to start. So we want to kind of pick our settlement location that has all of these cool things by it. Very well. By the way, just as a side point, this is actually the work of a solo developer, which is pretty impressive. So I'm going to... This area over here has like a bajillion resources, and it's got stone everywhere, and it's got water. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, these lands are fertile. I don't want to build on the fertile lands. You see there's boar right there. I think actually if we build right here, we're just in the center of just so much good stuff. I killed trees. I don't know if I get those trees, but I'm just going to pretend like I do. Camera controls. We can move with WASD, rotate with Q and E, and zoom in and out with the wheel. Indeed. In the upper left, date and time controls here, you could see the game speed as well as current year, month, and season. Seasons affect the production of farms. You can also adjust the simulation speed with spacebar to pause, which I love doing, and then 1, 2, and 3 to speed it up. Okay. Population, we have 8. Citizens from the metropolis will come to your settlement at the end of every month. Okay. The number of newcomers depends on your city's attractiveness, which is affected by the population happiness. Hover over the number to show information about your growth rate and how this number has evolved over time. So we have 8 citizens, and, you know, none last month. We started, okay, good to know. with 8. Homes, the number of available beds. If this is at 0, build more homes, as homeless citizens will quickly leave or perish. A city with no available homes will also attract less newcomers. Fair enough. Happiness. Happiness is composed of comfort from taverns, housing, etc., health, recreation, safety, and culture. Happiness affects the people's productivity, output of food and resources, speed of work and movement, and affects the number of people coming to your settlement every month. All right, we got to have them happy. Resources. Hover over each resource to see more information about how to obtain and store it, estimations of how much is produced and consumed every month, how much was produced and consumed last year. So, for example, with wood, you get it by cutting trees, you store it in stockpiles and warehouses. I got 75 at the end of last month. Okay, cool. Job priority. This button down here with the hammer opens the job priority panel. It's extremely important for managing what jobs your citizens are assigned to. The Imperial Ledger is the far left button along the bottom central ribbon. The Imperial Ledger provides a comprehensive overview of your city's economy, population, and infrastructure, track vital statistics such as resource production and consumption, population growth, etc. Very useful when trying to figure out the cause of various issues in your city. And this button is for placing roads. Roads make citizens faster. Most buildings require roads. Tasks, and those are in the upper right. Tasks are here to guide you in the early years of your journey. Hover over the task to see details about them. Good luck, and may Fortuna smile upon your endeavors, lead your people wisely, and may your city thrive under your command. Well, I hope so. All right, so the first thing is to build housing. So we need to build domus. To build a home for your citizens, follow these steps. Build a road. Choose a home. Okay, so first ensure there's a road leading to the area where you want to place the home. Most buildings require a road. And then choose a home, select the type of home you want to build. Only domus and hospitium are unlocked at first. Different homes have varying housing capacities, baseline comforts, and tax incomes. Okay, so capacity is how many people can live there. Comfort is how comfortable people are living there, and the nicer the house, I'm assuming it generates more tax income. Plan your housing strategy wisely to ensure a balanced and thriving community. Citizens are happy when they have neighbors. Building housing blocks is essential. Okay, so I'm going to pause it. And we need to decide where we want to build houses. I think, well, it's clear, like right around. So let's just build a regular road and just build it straight out like that. And then from there, I'm going to click on the housing button, and we want to build domus. So I'm going to build them very close. How many do I need to build? 2? Okay. To the center of the city for now. And I'm going to build a road probably all the way around the central building. Like so. As much as we can do. I don't know if I'll be able to build a road, you know, up on this hill. Not really, but that's okay. Good enough. All right, I'm going to unpause it. You can see there they go. They are building these houses. And we can just speed it up. Go. Build the domus. 1 up. 2. All right, so people became happy, you could see. And they got a little bit of happiness. This domus can hold 5 people, so we have an excess of actually 2 vacant beds. So very good for now. Now we need to build a hunter hut to get them some food. So, a hunter hut is a sustainable source from food. Okay, so we'll go food building and hunter hut. Oh, I don't have any wood. Okay, so I need to tell my people to gather wood. Now, they're probably already doing that. but I'll gather wood like this. To gather wood, follow these steps. Select the wood gathering tool, or press C. Select trees to click and drag, and then worker assignment. They'll automatically be assigned in this task based on your configuration in the Gatherer's settings panel. Make sure to adjust these settings to optimize your workforce. Okay, we'll check that out. We want to get all of these trees, basically, so we can make space for our city. And then this is job priority, so here's wood gathering. Everybody is doing that. So you can see right here, you have full control over how workers are assigned to jobs. This number shows the amount of workers currently not working any jobs, so everybody is doing a job. And then jobs with a higher priority will be filled first. So you could just kind of move them up and down on this hierarchy list over here, which is cool. Simply drag and drop jobs to rearrange priority. Okay, great. Viewing the list of workers. So I could click this to see a blow up of like all of the individuals who are on this list. And then I can set a maximum amount. So if I don't want everybody to do this, which is cool. And set the maximum number of workers to 10. And I'll enable it, and I'll say fine. And then I turned it on, so it's there. There. Sweet. So I set it to 10, not like it matters. I don't have that many workers, but maybe it matters. There's a little description text box down below. Citizens are happier when they have neighbors. So what they're telling you is that, like, if you build the dumbuses close to each other, then the people like that better, which makes sense. So this game definitely is got a lot of cool features to it. It has like that banished vibe, which I love. But then you can get attacked. So it's got kind of a, Age of Mythology. Alright, so we're getting a lot of wood. Now, with all of this wood, we should be able to build the hunter's hut. To build a hunter's hut and provide your settlement with meat, you need to know efficiency score. When placing the hut, you'll notice an efficiency score. Okay, so this makes sense. This is like an Anno or something, where it's going to tell you how desirable of a location it is based on whatever it's trying to do. So we've got lots of like boar around here. There's even some deer to the north. So let's see. So if I want to put this hut down like up here, it's got ridiculous efficiency. It's got 150% efficiency right here. Now this will change as the city grows, but for now, I think that's probably, that looked like the best I was going to see. So then I'm going to just build a road that goes out here like that. And then actually, well, we just talked about this. I'm going to go to job priorities, and you can see the builder job just appeared. So I really like how jobs are handled in this game, and that builder job automatically took priority over wood gatherer. So I was going to actually do that myself, but because I guess the game kind of recognizes that that's a more important job, I can adjust that if I wish, but by default that's how it's set, and that's great. So you can see I put it at max speed, so they're running over, and they're like, we will build this. And the animals are like, is this a good structure? Oh no, what's that skin hanging up in front? My God, that's Uncle Bob. This is terrible. Oh, so 3 visitors came to the city. Okay, so I need to build another domus. I've got too many people. There's no empty beds. So I'm going to build another house. Okay. Now there's nobody assigned to this job. So we need to assign hunters. And we can click over here, but you see it's because it's too low. So I'm just going to put this job above wood gatherer, and then it automatically distributes the labor to that location. I love it. Okay, great. Okay, so this is looking good. You can see we're almost out of stone. So I need to go to gather, and I need to start getting some stone. And it's very similar. Like, we get these little teeny stones that are just on the ground. Actually, no, it's only a bigger stone. They could definitely get stone from there. And then, let me go to job priorities. And then stone gatherer, I'm going to set this above wood gatherer for now. Because I'm running out. Alright, so these people became happier. I assume because I built another house. So that, like, even gave them more happiness. So I'm going to build just a road, I think, this way. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. Alright, so we did it. We completed the first task, and now we need to build a food storage and 4 wheat farms. So, industry? Let's see. No, food. Food storage. And, I mean, I don't know if it matters where this goes. I'm going to put it here. This is the thing where it's like, do I want to put it closer to the wheat farms or closer to the people or just, you know, equidistant? I'm going to put it here. It seems like a fine spot. And then wheat farm. Well, the food storage says, consider building a larger food storage. Right. This is fine. To build a farm and ensure a steady food supply, here's what you need to know. Winter production, fertility score, Ceres influence. So, farm production decreases in winter. Fair enough. Fertility score, when placing a farm, we're going to get the score kind of maybe similar to the efficiency score of the Hunter's Lodge. We'll check that out. And then Ceres influence, farms can be affected by the goddess Ceres. So her blessings boost crop growth. Okay, let's make sure she's happy. All right, so you can see like these are really, really well, lots and lots of fertility out here. So I don't have a road over here, but I'm going to go ahead and I can rotate this like so. I know it doesn't like it because the road is too far away, but I can... This 102% feels okay to me. Oh, but I can't build it because the road is too far. So let's build the road first. And then let me go back. Wheat farm. Okay, I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go wheat farm. And this is really, really good fertility. Right there. I have 4 vacant beds. Heavy rain, good for the crops. Bad for the clothing. Alright, so wood is going down. Stone is also not great. I found a little bit of stone. There. Gonna keep, you know, trees and stone queued up. Alright, I only have 2 vacant beds. So I'm going to build another domus or 2, actually. Alright, we've got this farm done, and people are on farming. So you could see that farming has gone up. Now, there's nobody wood cutting. And it just automatically kind of moves the labor around. But most people are just building, and those jobs will disappear as their need disappears. So everybody got happier because we built more domus. And we now have 9 vacant beds, which is pretty awesome. And we got a reward for completing that task. And now we usually just give you some resources. You can see they're going to give us 20 stone, 10 iron, 20 clay, or something like that. So now we need to train an army. To train soldiers, follow these instructions. Open the army's panel. Locate the button with the sword's icon on bottom bar, which contains all the essential buttons. Click on it to open the army's panel. Select your soldiers, open the army. Once it's open, you'll see different types of soldiers available for training. Okay. Hover over each type to view a brief description and the resources required for training. Click on the type of soldier you wish to train. And the barracks can only hold a certain amount. So, we need to build a barracks. Open the army's panel. Okay. Here it is. And, 2 legionaries. I got 2 pylums. And build an archer tower. Okay. What is my capacity? Oh, okay. I can only... I don't have the barracks yet. But I don't need one for just a few. Okay. And we're going to go defenses, and we'll build the wood archer tower. And we certainly want to protect our home and the houses, so I'll build it right there. Okay. So let's just take a look at jobs. There's a little building going on for this tower. Now everybody's hunting, farming, gathering wood, and somebody is an archer on the tower. Excellent. We probably want this archer to be, rather high up on the list. Perfect. So you could see inside here, a bunch of my population, my citizens, have turned into soldiers. So they've been trained up, which, we need a defense, so that makes sense. And there's this guy just standing up here. I will shoot anything. All right, so we need to build a stockpile, a clay pit, and a brickworks. Okay, so we'll go to industry. And, well, actually, let me just see about where the clay pit can go. I mean, like, can I get clay anywhere? It doesn't... It seems like you can. I don't see anything changing. It's like if I try to build it by the water, this, or over here, or, I think we could just get clay wherever we want. So what we're going to do is just build the road down here, and then go back to industry and build a clay works, kind of over here by the water. And then we will build a brickworks. Now, I don't know if this is going to generate, like, people are going to hate this or not. Because it's noisy or whatever, but there we go. And then we will build a stockpile. There. So you could see, because of the building jobs, a lot of these jobs have been undone. And that's okay. It's just temporary while we build. Once they complete these tasks, somebody's on their way. That job is done. We're building the brickworks. People are stocking. Food is on the rise. Wood and stone are going down, but that's just because we're doing a ridiculous amount of building. Okay. So, we have a brickworks online. Let's just look at the job here. So, I'm going to put wood gather at the very bottom. Good. And we need to build an academia, a tavern, and a hospitium. Okay, sure. So, we will build a hospitium. This is a hotel. And it's larger and more comfortable for the kind of upper crust of society. Sure. And then we will build an academia, but I need a bunch of stone for that, which I don't have. And then a tavern. And this needs bricks. Okay, so no problem. So all we have to do is make sure we're gathering stone. I'm just pushing V to queue that up. And no stone there. Any stone up here? A little bit. Alright. I don't mind that nobody's on the tower. You know, if we're getting invaded, we can just bump that up priority-wise. Look at that. Now that is an impressive hospitium. So our town is growing beautifully. Food is still fine. And I had 2 more citizens come in at the end of last month. The tavern will make them happier, I imagine. We're getting bricks, but we need 30 to build that. I don't know what they're consuming bricks for. Maybe to build that? There we go, now they're up. So we need a quarry to mine that larger stone, right? Oh, I have plenty of stone now, great. So let's go ahead and build a academia. And I'm going to build over here. We need the bricks. They're gonna get there. Congratulations, you've reached 20 population. Incompetent Maximus just became a vicus. Heck yeah. No workers available for wood. Right. That's okay. I still have plenty of beds available. We'll get to wood gathering in a moment. We're doing a very difficult task of building this incredibly large academia. My God, man. Researching technologies. Congratulations on building your first academia. Here's what you need to know. You can open the research panel using F2 or the hotkey. We can research technologies to unlock advanced production, recreation, housing, religious and defensive buildings. You can see how much cost and time it's going to take and how many researchers are needed. And you can build multiple academias to speed up research. So here's the tech tree. Choose which category of technologies you wish to research at this moment by clicking on one of the buttons, okay? Click on one to research technology. On the right, you will see the time it takes to research it and the cost and requirements. You must have an available academia and you must have workers to progress. Okay, so I feel like, I don't know, sure, large food storage does sound helpful. It's going to cost 35 food, which I have enough. 25 gold. Okay, that's a lot of gold. And it tells you how much you're going to have left. Okay, cool. That's nice. And we just need to build a tavern. I don't have enough bricks yet, but we'll get there. So we're waiting on bricks. We're doing some research for a bigger food storage because we want to stock up before the winter. You could see our, people are in the fields here getting the wheat flowing. Here's the research indicator on the left. And I think this is a great first look at the full release of Roman Triumph. It's come a long way, honestly. And some of the stuff I remember, they've smoothed out a lot of the opening, the tutorial. There's so many quality of life features. And honestly, just something about the graphics and the vibe just scratches that, banished itch. But as you could see, there's an enemy wave coming. And now we have to deal with the kind of base defense aspect, which really adds another wrinkle. And I'd love to know if you have heard of Roman Triumph. Do you want to see more of this on the channel? Remember, I am putting a link in the description below so you could check it out and see what the Steam page is all about. The game is now in full release if you're interested in buying it. And everyone, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I will check you next time. Take care.